Welcome to Thrive After 60, where every day is a new beginning.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to a conversation that could change the way you feel, move, and live every single day. I'm a physician, and for over 30 years, I've had the privilege of helping people just like you, vibrant, wise, and full of life, navigate the changes that come with aging. Today, I'm here to share something that might surprise you, something that could make you rethink what's on your plate. It's a truth that could help you walk with confidence, think with clarity, and feel stronger than you have in years. Imagine this. You're sitting down to a meal, maybe a hearty stew or a colorful salad, filled with vegetables you've always been told are good for you. But what if I told you that some of those very vegetables, the ones you've trusted for decades, could be quietly working against you? For those of us over 60, our bodies change in ways that make certain foods less helpful and, in some cases, even harmful. It's not your fault, and it's not about giving up the foods you love. It's about understanding how your body works now and making small, powerful choices to protect your health. In this video, we're going to uncover 3 vegetables that might be silently aging your legs, clouding your mind, and weakening your immune system. More importantly, we'll talk about 3 incredible vegetables that can rebuild your strength, sharpen your focus, and help you stay independent for years to come. This isn't about fear or drastic diets. It's about knowledge, empowerment, and taking control of your health with simple, science-backed steps. So grab a cozy seat, maybe a cup of tea, and let's dive into this together. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear plan to eat smarter, feel better, and live bolder. And before we start, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from today? Drop your city or state in the comments below, and let's connect as a community of people who want to thrive at every age. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a tip that could make all the difference. Ready? Let's get started. As we age, our bodies go through remarkable changes. These aren't signs of weakness, they're signs of a life well lived. But they do mean we need to pay closer attention to what we put into our bodies. Let me explain why this matters so much when it comes to vegetables. When you were younger, your body was like a well-oiled machine. Your metabolism hummed along, your blood vessels were flexible, and your digestive system absorbed nutrients with ease. But after 60, things shift. Your blood flow slows down a bit, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach your muscles, nerves, and brain. Inflammation, that silent troublemaker, starts to creep in more easily, affecting your joints, your energy, and even your mood, and your digestive system. It doesn't absorb nutrients as efficiently as it used to, which means you need to be strategic about what you eat. This is where vegetables come in. For years, we've been told that all vegetables are healthy, and for the most part, that's true. But here's the key. Not all vegetables are healthy for you right now. Some can trigger inflammation, spike your blood sugar, or even irritate your nerves, making it harder to stay steady on your feet or keep your mind sharp. Others, though, are like superheroes for your body, delivering exactly what you need to stay strong, clear-headed, and independent. As a doctor, I've seen this firsthand. I've worked with patients who thought they were doing everything right, eating their vegetables, staying active, but still felt stiff, foggy, or unsteady. When we looked closely at their diets, we found small changes that made a big difference. That's what I want for you today. Small, smart choices that add up to a healthier, happier you. Let's start with the vegetables that might be doing more harm than good. Now, I'm not here to scare you or tell you to throw out your entire grocery list. My goal is to help you understand why certain foods might not be serving you anymore and how to make better choices. Let's dive into the first three culprits. Picture this, a warm, fluffy pile of mashed potatoes, maybe topped with a pat of butter or a sprinkle of cheese. It's comfort food, right? For many of us, potatoes have been a staple for years. But here's the truth. White potatoes can be a bit of a wolf in sheep's clothing, especially as we age. White potatoes have what we call a high glycemic index. That means they break down into sugar very quickly in your body, causing your blood sugar to spike and then crash. These ups and downs are tough on your system. They can trigger inflammation, which is like a slow-burning fire in your body. Over time, this inflammation can damage the tiny blood vessels in your legs, feet, and brain, leading to problems like numbness, cold limbs, or even trouble with balance. I had a patient named Tommy, a 76-year-old retired truck driver, who loved his nightly bowl of mashed potatoes. He'd been eating them for years, thinking they were harmless. But he started noticing his knees were stiff in the morning, his feet felt like blocks of ice, and he was hesitant to walk downstairs because he was afraid of falling. At first, he thought, well, this is just what happens when you get older. But when we looked at his diet, we realized those potatoes were playing a bigger role than he thought. Here's why: white potatoes don't just cause blood sugar spikes. They're also low in the antioxidants your body needs to fight off cell damage. And when you add toppings like butter, sour cream, or bacon bits, you're piling on extra fat and salt, which puts even more strain on your heart and blood vessels. The good news? Tommy didn't have to give up comfort food altogether. He made a simple switch. Instead of mashed potatoes, he started eating steamed broccoli. Within just 2 weeks, he noticed his stiffness was easing, his legs felt warmer, and he was walking with more confidence. It wasn't magic. It was his body responding to a better choice. If you love potatoes, you don't have to say goodbye forever. Try cutting back to once or twice a week and see how your body feels. And when you do eat them, go for smaller portions and pair them with nutrient-rich foods, like a side of leafy greens. Better yet, consider swapping white potatoes for sweet potatoes, which have more fiber and antioxidants to support your health. Next up is eggplant, a vegetable that's often celebrated for its versatility, grilled, roasted, or blended into a dip. But eggplant belongs to a group called the nightshade family, which also includes tomatoes, bell peppers, and yes, white potatoes. For some people, especially those over 60, nightshades can cause trouble. Eggplant contains a natural compound called solanine. In small amounts, solanine doesn't bother most younger people. But as we age, our bodies become more sensitive to it. Solanine can act like a low-grade irritant, sparking inflammation in your joints, nerves, and blood vessels. This isn't the kind of pain that hits you like a lightning bolt. It's more like a slow, creeping ache, swollen knees, stiff hips, or a tingling sensation in your legs that makes walking feel like a chore. I remember a patient named Margaret, a 72-year-old grandmother who loved making eggplant parmesan. She started noticing that her hands and knees felt achy after meals, and she was having trouble keeping her balance when she walked her dog. At first, she chalked it up to arthritis or just getting old. But when we took a closer look, we realized eggplant was showing up in her meals several times a week. I suggested she try cutting it out for 3 weeks, just to see what happened. To her surprise, her joint pain eased, steps felt steadier, and she even felt sharper mentally. If you're dealing with joint stiffness, nerve tingling, or balance issues, eggplant might be worth a second look. You don't have to ban it forever, but try taking a break for a few weeks and listen to your body. If you feel better, that's a sign it might not be the best choice for you right now. Instead, reach for anti-inflammatory vegetables like zucchini, cauliflower, or leafy greens, which we'll talk about later. Finally, let's talk about green bell peppers. They're crisp, colorful, and seem like the perfect addition to a salad or stir fry. But there's something you need to know. Green bell peppers contain lectins, which are natural proteins that plants use to protect themselves from insects. In your body, especially after 60, lectins can cause trouble. Lectins can stick to the lining of your intestines, almost like glue. This can block your body from absorbing nutrients properly and irritate your digestive system, creating tiny cracks in your gut lining. When that happens, small bits of food or toxins can slip into your bloodstream, triggering your immune system to react. The result? That sneaky low-grade inflammation that shows up as stiff joints, foggy thinking, or even a wobbly step. What makes green bell peppers especially tricky is that they're just unripe versions of red, yellow, or orange peppers. Because they're not fully ripened, they have higher levels of lectins and fewer antioxidants. So you're not only missing out on the good stuff, but you're also getting more of what might harm you. Here's a simple test. If you're noticing bloating, joint pain, or brain fog, try cutting out green bell peppers for 2 to 3 weeks. Replace them with red or yellow peppers, which are sweeter, gentler on your system, and packed with vitamin C and beta-carotene. Many of my patients have been amazed at how much better they feel after making this switch. Less bloating, clearer thinking, and steadier steps. Now that we've covered the vegetables to watch out for, let's talk about the ones that can truly transform your health. These are the foods that work with your body, helping you stay strong, sharp, and steady. I like to call them your superhero vegetables because they deliver exactly what you need to thrive. Let's start with carrots, those bright, crunchy sticks you probably got in your fridge right now. Carrots are so much more than a side dish. For anyone over 60, they're a powerhouse for your eyes, your balance, and your overall vitality. Carrots are loaded with beta-carotene, the nutrient your body turns into vitamin A. This is a big deal because vitamin A is essential for keeping your eyes sharp, especially in low light. As we age, our risk of macular degeneration goes up, a condition where the center of your vision starts to blur, making it hard to read, drive, or recognize faces. Studies show that eating foods rich in beta-carotene can slow this process, giving you more years of clear, confident vision. But carrots do more than protect your eyes. They also support your nervous system and the tiny blood vessels in your legs and feet. Aging can cause oxidative stress, which is like rust building up in your body, damaging nerves and slowing down blood flow. This can make your steps shakier and your reflexes slower. The antioxidants in carrots fight back, keeping those nerve signals strong and your blood vessels open so you can walk with confidence. Here's a tip. How you prepare carrots matters. Boiling them can wash away some of their nutrients, so try steaming or roasting them with a drizzle of olive oil. The healthy fats in olive oil help your body absorb more beta-carotene, giving you even more bang for your buck. And the best part, carrots are affordable, easy to find, and delicious whether you eat them raw, roasted, or blended into a soup. Next up is broccoli, a vegetable that's like a shield for your body. Broccoli is part of the cruciferous family, which means it's packed with a special compound called sulforaphane. This isn't just any antioxidant. It's like a superhero that activates your body's natural detox systems, fighting inflammation before it can spread. Inflammation is a big deal as we age. It's behind so many of the challenges we face. Joint pain, high blood pressure, memory lapses, even low energy. But sulforaphane steps in to calm things down, protecting your brain, relaxing your blood vessels, and keeping your muscles strong. Broccoli also brings vitamin K, calcium, and fiber to the table, which support your bones, keep your arteries flexible, and help your digestion run smoothly. To get the most out of broccoli, avoid boiling it for too long. That can destroy the sulforaphane. Instead, steam it lightly or saute it with a bit of olive oil or garlic for flavor. Even a small portion a few times a week can make a big impact. Finally, let's talk about spinach, a vegetable that's like a Swiss Army knife for your health. Spinach is packed with natural nitrates, which help open up your blood vessels, delivering more oxygen to your brain and muscles. This means sharper reflexes, smoother movements, and better balance, crucial for preventing falls, which are one of the biggest threats to independence as we age. Spinach is also rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants that protect the macula in your eyes, keeping your vision clear and detailed. Plus, it's got folate for mental clarity, magnesium for muscle function, and vitamin K for strong bones. In short, spinach is working overtime to keep you moving, thinking, and feeling your best. That's the power of spinach. It's not just a vegetable. It's a lifeline. To keep those nutrients intact, don't overcook your spinach. A quick saute with olive oil or a handful tossed into a smoothie is perfect. You don't need a lot. Just one small serving a day can make a world of difference. By now, you're probably seeing food in a whole new light. The vegetables on your plate aren't just filling space. They're shaping how you feel, how you move, and how you live. The wrong ones can quietly drain your energy, cloud your mind, and make every step feel like a challenge. But the right ones, they're like a daily dose of strength, clarity, and confidence. As a doctor, I've spent decades studying how food affects our bodies, especially as we age. The science is clear. What you eat matters more than ever after 60. Your body is still strong, still capable, but it needs the right fuel to keep going. That's why I'm so passionate about helping you make these small, powerful changes. It's not about giving up the foods you love or following a strict diet. It's about choosing foods that love you back, foods that support your legs, your brain, and your spirit. That's what I want for you. A life where you feel strong, steady, and free to do the things you love. Whether it's gardening, playing with your grandkids, or just walking to the mailbox without worry, these small changes can get you there. As a doctor, I believe in grounding my advice in science. Let's take a closer look at why these vegetables matter so much for your health. White potatoes and blood sugar. Research from the Journal of Gerontology shows that high glycemic foods like white potatoes can contribute to inflammation and vascular damage, increasing the risk of mobility issues and cognitive decline. By choosing low glycemic options like sweet potatoes or broccoli, you stabilize your blood sugar and protect your blood vessels. Nightshades and inflammation. Studies suggest that solanine in nightshades like eggplant can trigger inflammation in sensitive individuals, particularly those with joint pain or autoimmune conditions. While not everyone needs to avoid nightshades, cutting back can make a difference for some seniors. Lectins and gut health. Lectins in green bell peppers can disrupt gut barrier function, according to research in the journal Gut. This can lead to systemic inflammation, which affects everything from your joints to your brain. Opting for ripened peppers reduces lectin content and boosts antioxidants. Beta-carotene and vision. A landmark study in the Archives of Ophthalmology found that diets rich in beta-carotene, like those including carrots, can reduce the risk of macular degeneration by up to 40%. This is critical for maintaining independence as you age. Sulforaphane and inflammation. Research in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry highlights sulforaphane's ability to activate NRF2 pathways, which reduce oxidative stress and inflammation. Broccoli is one of the richest sources of this powerful compound. Nitrates in circulation. Studies in hypertension show that dietary nitrates, like those in spinach, improve blood flow and lower blood pressure, reducing the risk of falls and supporting cognitive health. This science isn't just numbers and studies. It's the foundation for feeling better every day. By choosing the right vegetables, you're giving your body the tools it needs to fight aging and stay strong. As I sit here talking to you, I'm reminded of why I became a doctor in the first place. My grandmother, Rose, was my inspiration. She was a vibrant woman who loved dancing, gardening, and telling stories. But in her late 60s, she started slowing down. Her joints ached, her steps were unsteady, and she began to pull back from the things she loved. At the time, we didn't know as much about nutrition as we do now, and I wish I could go back and share these insights with her. That's why I'm so passionate about this message. I've seen too many people, patients, friends, family, accept aches, fatigue, or unsteadiness as just part of aging. But it doesn't have to be that way. With the right knowledge, you can take charge of your health and live with the energy and confidence you deserve. My friends, this is your moment. You have the power to shape how you feel every day, and it starts with the food on your plate. I'm asking you to take one small step today. Maybe it's swapping out those mashed potatoes for a bowl of steamed broccoli or adding a handful of spinach to your lunch. These choices aren't about restriction. They're about freedom, the freedom to move, think, and live with joy. I'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me which vegetables surprise you the most or share a favorite way you like to prepare carrots, broccoli, or spinach. If this video resonated with you, share it with someone you care about, your spouse, your sibling, your best friend. They might need this message more than you know. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I'm here every day with tips to help you live your healthiest, happiest life. Together, we can make sure your golden years are truly golden. As we wrap up, let's reflect on the lesson at the heart of this video. Your food is your medicine. Every bite you take is a chance to nourish your body, protect your independence, and embrace the life you love. Aging isn't about slowing down. It's about making smart, thoughtful choices that keep you strong and vibrant. By saying goodbye to vegetables that might be holding you back, like white potatoes, eggplant, and green bell peppers, and welcoming superheroes like carrots, broccoli, and spinach, you're giving your body the support it needs. You're not just eating, you're building a foundation for clearer vision, steadier steps, and a sharper mind. Thank you for joining me today. You're not just a viewer, you're part of a community of people who believe that age is just a number and vitality is a choice. Keep learning, keep moving, and keep shining. I'll see you in the next video.